Luke Feeney was in MLB singles, but they were all out.
Yeah.
I was like, this is our mayor. You can't be taking him out like that. So we lost the first game 22-2. I think some of the guys didn't realize that if you let the ball get past you at the VA, that is a home run.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And some of these guys, they were not on the younger side. That was kind of surprising to me. They're all historians. They go around. I think like every single weekend they have one. They play, they say about 30 to 40 games a year. Like I said, lost the first game like 22-3. But, hey, I got to ring the cowbell. That means I scored.
Yeah.
That means I scored. You ring the cowbell, so I got that going. Game 2 was at Adena. Mansion's a lot closer. We were up 4-2 in that one. I was like, yeah, we're going to bring this one home. Lost 5-4 extra. Yeah, it was not good. But it was kind of crazy, man. First off, whoever thought of and invented the baseball glove, thank you.
Yeah.
That was terrible to try and catch. I don't know if I mentioned that. No gloves, like batting or mitt. Like it was, dude, and there's some crazy bounces. And they were out there catching it like in the air. I'm like, yo.
What'd you play? Outfield? What?
Oh, yeah, I was in center field. I have one leg. Like, I don't have a knee. Pretty sure I've tore my ACL before that. Everyone's like, did you pull a hammer? You good? I'm like, no excuses.
I'm here. I'm playing.
They're like, but we're down 15-1. Like,
you can chill.
The excuses are we suck.
Yeah.
And these guys are really good. But, no, we had a good time, though. I always love getting to play with a wooden bat, man. I mean, your whole childhood, you're growing up, you're playing with aluminum bats. I actually, when I played for Post 62, got to play in a wood bat tournament. That was actually a lot of fun. One of the best one of the best tournaments I ever played in. But talk about wood bat. How about the Wood Bat College League in the paints? They are. I don't want to say they're starting off red hot. I think they're starting off pretty good. You know, when you win 2 championships in a row, you might stumble out of the gate that third year a little sluggishly. I got to go see them on Saturday. So, you know, when you go there and you get the scorecard to put your name on the ticket entries, you know, so they pull you for the prizes and everything. So I put, shout out Adrian Salomon. He gave me like 10 Papa John's ones. I was like, heck yeah, let's get that thrown in there. And then Savannah was like, you're not going to put me on any of those, are you? I'm like, no, I would never do that. Well, I put her on one. I put her on best seat in the house, Globe Furniture. Top of the second inning. Congratulations, Savannah Archer. And oh my God. She looks down, she goes, I'm not going up there. I'm like, yeah, you are. So we go up there and she gets to sit on the couch that they put in the stands. We got a pizza. Just future reference, if you win, they don't give you Busch Light. That's what in the drink.
You do get a dirty look if you ask.
Yes. Ask for Pepsi products. Learn that. I didn't learn that the hard way. It was Savannah. Savannah learned that the hard way. But, yeah, so that was a lot of fun. It was a pitcher's duel, though. So I had a lot of people saying that they didn't like the game because it was 0-0, literally going into the 9th inning. But there was a lot of, like, pitcher situations. What are you going to do here? Runners on first and third, 2 outs, lefty up, 1-2 count, where you're going. You know, run on second. The guy that was just up just hit a double off you last time. What are you going to do? You're down 2-0. How are you going to bounce? So it was like, if you like watching baseball, like that was a good game. But they lost that one, then they bounced back one other one. I think they're 1-2, though, in the last 3. So, I don't know. I look to see, though, I don't think the Paints have always historically started off the hottest. I think they kind of find their groove midway through the first half of the season and then go.
Yeah, I mean, you tend to have a third quarter hot streak. It's like right before the playoffs, they actually usually cool down, but their record's been good enough to kind of carry them. And then when they get back to the playoffs, they warm back up, and that's pretty much why they've stormed.
And, you know, going
plus
out
the dirty-ass mill rats suck.
And going out to the ballpark, man, I know Cohen has the thing that they're doing to, you know, rebuild and rebrand the Paint Stadium, stuff like that out there across from Medina. But I like we've said before on the show, I really hope it doesn't lose that like hometown feel. You know what I mean? I feel like we're the only team that really has a home field advantage whenever you come play the Chillicothe Paint.
And they definitely do. What's great about it is there's so many people in the area that like it, and maybe they don't come every single night, but there's enough of the fans that really care about it. And plus, it's so great for kids. They have the park over there. There's something for everybody. The fun little games they have when they used to have the Kubota come around and everybody haps off for the groundskeepers.
It feels like you're truly at like like a minor league baseball game. You know, you got the horse races with the fans.
walk-up songs. Like one thing that I
Yeah.
really enjoyed 2 years ago because I got pretty close with that team was, having a little thing like Zach Pasquarelli. Shout out, he was a great guy. He gave my son a broken bat actually.
Yeah.
But every time he came up, his last name was Pasquarelli, so me and my two boys would stand up and go, "Hey!" And like we could be mid-conversation, like, "Yeah, totally," and they'd be like, "Zach Pasquarelli."
Yeah.
Hey!
And with the last 2 years, they've had a bunch of stars. I think they have a bunch of stars this year, but they got to, they got gel as a team and everything like that. But there's one team that's been gelling with a lot of stars, and that is the Ross County Trailblazers. They had a great season last year. They absolutely tore up my celebrity team a couple of months ago in basketball. And somebody that was a big part of that, somebody that can make it rain from downtown, somebody that you don't want to leave wide open behind that three-point line, the one and only Noah Hiles!
Woo!
What's going on, Noah? How you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
We're doing great, Clay.
All right, so just so everybody knows, this is Noah and his dad, Chris. They're on the Ross County Trailblazers. So first off, Noah, Chris, kind of tell us, how's the team doing and how you guys looking here during this time of year?
Well, we did pretty good through our basketball season, but we fell short to our region qualifying tournament on Sunday by a score of 43-2. I don't remember the score, but we were so close to be regional champs, but we came to second place. But we're hoping to bring back a state championship again. We're trying to do that state tournament, but it's so hard because there's a lot of counties in Special Olympics, but we're hoping to bring one home because we never brought a state championship in Ross County in our team history.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for. We had 3 games in regional playoffs. We did really well in the first 2 games. We thought we were going to do well in the third game, but then they had a big man underneath. He's a true big man. He's been playing for years, and he had a great connection. He was, I don't know, he's a little over 6 foot tall, and Noah plays forward, and he was down there putting a body on him, but, he just couldn't outreach him. And so that guy got a lot of putbacks, and they beat us underneath. And so we've got some strategies for this upcoming year. So I've already told the guys, be prepared. Conditioning is going to be the key.
Yeah.
And I'm actually reaching out to, I know some basketball coaches for the local high schools. And I said, hey, if you've got any athletes that are on an IEP in school and they don't play your traditional sports team, you let me know. I'm looking for a big guy down in the middle. And I've got some prospects that I've been talking to. There's a guy from Paint Valley. That's a possibility. And so looking around. Yeah.
All right. Get
So
some
we
Bearcats on.
want to bring some gold home to Ross County. We've been chomping at the bit for years. We've got a good crew. And I'll tell you, I think the guys are really worn out. We worked really, really hard. And we had one of our newer big guys he hurt his knee. And he just couldn't play. He was a younger guy that we brought up from one of our other squads. He did fantastic, but he hurt his knee, and so he wasn't 100% in the game. And so we're looking to get back in there. And we know the playing field, we know the competition. We're going to schedule the team that beat us, and play them in the regular season and see what they've got going on.
I love that.
When do you think do you know when you're going to be playing them, or has the schedule came out yet?
Well, no, not yet. So we're in kind of our spring season. We're finishing up track and field. We're finishing up Noah's in powerlifting.
Oh,
Let's go.
How much were you lifting, Noah?
Yeah. So this past weekend we had an event where we competed against Pickaway County, and Noah got a new PR for his deadlift of 280 pounds.
Let's go! You can lift me.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah,
You have Clay lay on the floor and pick him up, Noah.
that's
So anyways,
insane.
and so we're looking forward to, and then we've got our fall sports coming in like August, which it'll be cornhole, golf, and we're actually trying out disc golf this year, which will be a new sport for us.
Nice.
And then winter sport will be basketball. So
There we
we'll
go.
probably early October. We might try to sneak in the last week of September to start doing some conditioning. We're actually building a relationship with AP Prep.
Love it.
They're allowing us to use their facility. So fantastic. Shout out to AP Prep. They're allowing us to use their facility for powerlifting. It is making a huge difference. Everybody PR'd this weekend. We had,
let's go.
That's a team full of studs right there.
With powerlifting, you have what's called flights. So we had 5 flights this weekend, and Ross County took overall best in 3 of the 5.
Oh,
and so
all right. Hey,
we got some powerful guys coming up this year, so I'm really excited. I've never been a power lifter, but I jumped in the ring because of my athletic background and learning a lot. And these guys are working hard. So anyway, it's very exciting.
Now, Noah,
to see that our next stop is going to be Summer Games, which is the last weekend of June.
Okay.
It's up at Ohio State. We're actually going to be doing our competition at St. John Arena for powerlifting, and so it's going to be fantastic. We're going to see Noah shooting for 300 for his deadlift, and we're working on his bench press to come up. So looking forward to it. So we'll forward you some information once we get that under our belts.
Absolutely.
Oh, I want the picture of him lifting 300. I know he's got it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Now,
it's going to be great.
Is basketball your favorite sport, or are you starting to kind of lean towards powerlifting, or which one would you say?
I like both because when I do powerlifting, I get pretty strong underneath because that's my position is forward.
Yeah.
And people get so agitated when I'm playing really aggressive in the regional tournament, and there were guys throw elbows on me. I just didn't low elbow back, and I'm like,
there you go.
They just get so agitated because we verse teams like Madison County and this one player named Logan Green. He hates me guarding him. He gets so agitated, and I will box him out.
Yeah.
And I will box his other teammate out, but it was pretty fun.
When you're down in the post, though, you got to be strong. That's why you're good at powerlifting, though. I mean, when you get down in the post, I mean, it's all gloves off, and you got it. Now, I know you're a power forward, Noah, but whenever you're playing against us, you hit a big-time 3. So do you think 3 points are a little bit more your game?
Yeah. Well, we versed Parrington at our home court at High University, and I was just making 4 threes in a row, and I was showing the Parrington head coach, like,
oh, yeah.
And they said, okay, double team that guy next time.
Next time, don't do it before the game. Don't show your cards. Yeah. Come in and hit those in the game.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Everything you're saying, we love. That's exactly the way we played. That's exactly the way we like the game played. You got to be physical.
So
you got to be able to work.
when I played in high school and stuff, I had an old coach. He was from Indiana, and he was a Celtics fan. And you grind underneath, boxing out. If you don't box out, you're running. The suicides, whatever. I don't know what they call them now, but that's what we called them then.
Yeah.
And so that's how Noah has learned how to play, is boxing out. And so that's why I got him underneath, because he's my primary box out person, which gives opportunity for other people to rebound because he's pushing the big guys out.
Right.
It's extremely
give
him the Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish treatment.
Yeah.
That's right. And so we've got a couple good ball handlers, and so that allows Noah to be underneath to do the box out, and then he can fill in the off guard position on the wing or something like that. So it's a good combination. We got a couple of good guys that they're the primary ball handlers. Noah's a good ball handler. And so that's a good switch back and forth on offense and defense. So anyway, we're going to keep working on that, and just making him stronger underneath is going to help get those big guys out of there, because we face some big guys.
Now, do you
Noah's not afraid
to play through the post, or are you kind of a outside game, or what's your guys' kind of strategy or team build like?
We play 3-1 zone defense. We have one person, 2 people on the wing, one's underneath, one's a chaser. So I don't play chaser or underneath, but I did once just for one game. But normally I'm on the strong wing because I'm pretty strong. So I just
I hear power forward. I hear strong side. Everything about it. Yeah, man. I love it.
Yeah. On defense, so we play a 1-3-1 defense, and we've tried 2-3, and it creates too much of a gap in the middle.
Right.
And so that 1-3-1 fills up those gaps, and we've learned some techniques to to cover some backdoor passes and stuff like that. And so But then on offense, Noah's up top. So, well, I guess he's backcourt, in offense. And, but yeah, he's just, he's looking around the perimeter. We all know when we practice throughout the season, we all know everybody's job. We know where people go. And so, we look for Noah on the outside, especially on the wing. And, when he's out there on the wing, boom, don't give him a minute to breathe because he'll drain it. So.
There you go. Now, Noah,
Yeah.
I know you've kind of expressed some interest in being a coach, right? Are you kind of looking to do that after your playing career, or are you just not even thinking about that right now? You're just too focused on winning that state title.
I'm not too focused being a head coach right now, but I am going to be a assistant coach for Cornhole for Special Olympics in the fall because I got my leadership training done. So I'm not looking forward to be a head yet because I got to get through the process, but I just want to be assistant coach first before the head comes around and stuff. Just help around the guys and stuff.
Now,
so I'm not.
Chris, I want to ask you, what's it like for you? Because you said, you get to coach them with Noah being your son. What's that experience like for you? It's got to be pretty rewarding.
Well, it's up and down sometimes, because as a coach, I got to really challenge people because I know what they're capable of. I've been helping Coach Noah since 2011, and I see the potential that he has. And sometimes, he gets tired of Dad telling him what to do out on the floor. And I'm like, hey, you're part of the team. You're one of the leaders. You've been at this for a long time, and but I'll tell you, to see him out there working hard, doing what he's asked to do. And then also he encourages the other players. In fact, Noah this past fall was up for Special Olympics Athlete of the Year. And he came in second place, and it was only just by a few points that he didn't get it because of all the things that he does, not only on the court, but the things off the court, but encouraging teammates. And so to see him encourage some of the lower skill players to help them out, and then really encourages some of the younger players. He talks to them and things like that to try to encourage them and give them little advice and things like that. But just be their friend or just be around them, and so I look forward to the future that he has. He's got a bright future on the court still. We got a guy that's 58 years old. He's still grinding it out. So Noah's got a long way to go. But anyway. But it is because, yeah. And so it's really nice because for a couple of years when we split up the teams, we had a little bit more of an advanced team. Noah had some skills to pick up, and so we were separated for a little bit. And but now having him on the squad that I coach, it's great because I know what he's going to do. I know what to expect from him, so I don't have to worry about where he's going to be, what he's going to do. I can trust him to do the job that he's supposed to do, and that's a huge weight off a coach's mind to know, you got a guy that's going to go out there, and he's starting to become, you're starting to become more vocal with the other guys to say, hey, get to your spot. You're supposed to be back, and things like that. So a lot of those things where he's doing some a little bit of coaching on the floor to help that out. So, it's very rewarding to see all those things happen. And, especially when he hits those big shots in the game, we get those little glances to each other. I'm still on the sideline. I want to run out there, but I can't. You got to stay in the coach's box.
Right. those intangibles
so that's rough.
Are immeasurable, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you even look at some of the teams that are in the NBA playoffs right now, or even the NBA Finals, you look at teams like the Mavs. They have a leader who, one guy misses 2 shots, they get him in a huddle to build him back up. Like you're really starting to see that the teams like the Showtime Lakers with AD and it's not working anymore. It's the teams that are true teams, and they have players that are hold people accountable, but can also build them up
and have that fire. Because we've seen you play, Noah, too, and you bring the energy, you bring the fire and everything, and that's honestly the most important thing on a good, successful team is the guy that brings that attitude, the guy that brings the edge. And we're excited to watch you guys and see. We're really excited for this year's season. So we can't wait to see those schedules coming out. Now, we're going to ask you a few real deep reporting questions here. These might be the hardest questions we ask you all day. So a couple weeks ago, we drafted our favorite ice cream. So we got to ask you two, Chris and Noah, which are your favorite ice creams if you had to pick one?
It could be like a treat too, ice cream sandwich, dilly bar, things like that.
I would say my favorite would be like a strawberry cheesecake blizzard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Noah?
Oreos, cookies, and cream blizzard.
There you go.
The classic.
That's the number one run right there. Okay.
You can't go wrong with it. It's
All right,
great
now,
every time.
question number 2. Let's say you just won the state title this year, right? And the confetti's coming down. Where's the number one place you're going to go to have your victory meal?
Wow.
Oof.
I know it's a tough question. I
that's a
told you,
tough one, yeah.
we're going to give you the hard questions. This is deep professional journalism.
You can even give us the meal if you'd like.
Yeah,
There's just something you're like,
meal
it's going to be
or
a
place.
What's the steakhouse we went for your birthday?
Longhorn.
Longhorn
All
Steakhouse.
right.
Longhorn Steakhouse. We go there for very special occasions, and mainly because of the giant chocolate cake dessert that they have.
All right. I like.
Yeah, they got
the way
pieces of cake the size of your head.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty big cake.
Yeah,
The bigger is
I
that's
better.
a
got pretty
big piece
fat
of
head.
cake. Yeah, ice cream. They got big scoops of ice cream. So that would warrant a special occasion for that. So that's where we would probably end up going, is over there.
I can't. They're they have like these like little like chicken dipper things. They're pretty.
You
much
know what else they
wings.
have?
What?
Steak.
Dude. Okay.
Steak.
This is gonna sound bad. When I go there, I get the pork chops. They are
So I'm not that's not that hot of a
good.
take because I feel like, again, a good pork chop is very, very good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can make steaks at home. You can't really successfully make great pork chops all
No.
the time. You hit it like once out of every
once.
5.
I did it once the other day. Like I told you, I ate 4. I can't do it again. I have to purposely make it bad now. All right, now last. Well, we got a couple questions here before we get you out of here. We wanted to ask you both. Who would you say are your top 3 favorite basketball players right now, if you had to pick one, or them?
Right now?
Or
You
all time.
start with him.
All time, yeah.
Well, all time, okay.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Noah.
I'm gonna say Magic Johnson with the passing. Jason White Chocolate Williams because his passing.
Nice. Yes.
Jason White Chocolate Williams. He was a great point guard for the Sacramento Kings. Even Miami.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop his passing, but Allen Iverson is my top.
I'm born and raised in
amazing
Philadelphia. That
things.
is my favorite player of all time. My daughter is a newborn and she already has AIs. They're literally this big. But
Wow.
Allen Iverson and Jason Williams are two of my you know it,
White
hands down
chocolate,
favorite
man.
players.
White chocolate, baby. What about you, Chris?
Yeah. So top for me would be Clyde Drexler.
Love
Okay.
it, Clyde.
Clyde the
baby.
Glide was my favorite. Started watching him when I was in college, trying to
Trailblazer.
play ball. Yeah. Trailblazers, he finally got his ring when he went to the Houston Rockets and he hooked up with Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Oh, I just talked
I
about
would
how
say-
Olajuwon took David Robinson to school that
Literally.
series. He was dropping
Yeah.
almost over 40 points, well over 12 rebounds, 5 blocks,
Said,
and
"Sit down,
David
take
Robinson
notes."
was the MVP that year. And Hakeem came
Yep.
in and just worked him.
Yep. And then I would say, oh gosh, what was his name? He's a big man. I really liked Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was just a hard worker. Never got a championship, but he was just a hard worker.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked. And then, of course, my number one would be Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was
the
my man.
rebounding
Nobody
machine.
worked harder than Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
That's where, I watched him. And, I was never a great offensive player when I played ball. But, defense was my thing. I'd
Same
go
here.
all over, So anyway, Dennis Rodman is my number one favorite NBA player.
I loved Dennis Rodman, man, because he truly was the definition of you don't have to be talented, you just have to work hard.
Yeah.
And good things.
That's
come.
right. Hard work.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard work.
They were amazing picks.
Yeah.
All of them.
I
loved every
was
single one
me
of those.
too. I was
That
there,
awesome.
like, yeah, I could definitely put them in there. Now, one of my top favorites, I put him in my top 5, but Bill Walton just recently passing. Want to give our respect
Yep.
to him.
Oh,
He's a
R.I.P.,
big
man.
deadhead.
Trailblazer.
Yeah, Trailblazer himself. I think if I had to pick my 3 all time, it would be number 1 would be Gordon Hayward, obviously just because of him being from my dad's hometown. LeBron, can't can't pick against him. And then I like Shaq just because he was a big guy down low, was mean, but man, was he hilarious off the court as well. So that's a big time Shaq fan.
Well, me and Shaq had something in common. We share the same birthday, though.
Oh, okay. That's how we know he was greatness right there. That's how we know that was greatness.
Me and Shaq share the same birthday.
Yeah. Allen Iverson's birthday is coming up June 6th. Mine's probably AI, Ray Allen, and
Ray Allen.
Oh.
Ray Allen had just such a pretty shot.
Probably Dr.
I know. I'll tell you, when Ray Allen played for the Celtics, I hated him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he just had such a hair trigger. But, you know, when they got together with LeBron and them, you know, I was like, oh, okay. You know, I'm cool with him now.
See, I actually got to see Ray Allen play the Sixers when he was on the Bucks, still wearing the jersey that was still 6 sizes too big for him. Like,
now, Noah, we know that you're working. You're working at Champs. How do you liking it over there? Do you ever see some nice shoes or nice jerseys? You're like, man, I gotta get my hands on.
We don't have much jerseys, but I did get some nice shoes out there for some of like some Jordans and some LaMelos out there.
Nice.
Now, do you have a favorite shoe brand, like Jordans, Nikes, anything like that?
It doesn't matter what kind of shoe I'm getting. It's just like Nike. They're a pretty good brand, but I just don't spend too much. I just wait till the percent off is coming because
it's
the person in the shoes that does the work. It does not matter what's on.
That's right.
Feet.
That's right.
Oh man!
Twice a year they have like this special employee discount, and you know, he gets like almost 60% off.
Oh yeah!
Dang, yeah.
So
That's the only time I'd buy it.
I'd be like, could you maybe slide a pair for Dad?
Well, guys,
right.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure, and we cannot wait to see you. I mean, if you're sharing Shaq's birthday, you're playing power forward. You're probably down there playing
about to
like
lift
Shaq.
300 pounds.
Yeah, so I think we can call you Noah Shaquille O'Neal Hiles from now on. I think it has a nice ring to it. But we can't wait to see you guys, and definitely keep us posted on your schedules coming up, please.
Well, we will, and I'm trying to get you to come to like our home games to broadcast because we're trying to get some people to broadcast our games to get to know us, but it's hard to do that.
Because we always all of our home games are played at the Shoemaker Center at OUC.
Oh, okay.
I'll stamp it right now. I'll make the promise.
We will definitely make that happen. Let's get some of these games broadcast out there because hey, what you guys are doing over there, the hard work you're putting in, and the W's that we're putting up here, they need to stop being unnoticed. So we'll get together with you guys, Lori and them, and let's get these games out there for people to see.
Awesome.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic duo, father and son, Chris and Noah Hiles!
Nice.
Thanks
guys. Appreciate it.
Man. Shaq down in there in the post. They're sharing birthdays. They're sharing dunk on. That's a dynamic
Let
top
me
three.
at my arch rival, too, and be like, he gets mad because I'm so good at defense.
He hates me. Why? Because I'm good. Step up, man.
He's getting Caitlin Clark treatment. That's what it is. It's like, you're just mad because I'm the best.
Oh, Caitlin Clark treatment. That's hilarious. But I feel like he's on the opposite end where if someone – he ain't being Caitlin Clark as in you ain't shoulder checking me.
That's the truth.
You know what I mean? I'm shoulder checking you. And like I said, when we were playing him, man, like he's physical. His dad was 100% right. Do not leave him open on the wing. It's butter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's oh man.
I love out there working at AP Prep, everybody getting stronger, and they said they wanted to get stronger down low. I think adding 20 lbs to your deadlift is probably going to help you with that.
280? God. I mean, by next week, that's going to be less than me. But for right now,
I tried to lift a 20-pound bag of mulch and almost threw my back out. I'm pathetic. He did more this year than I've done in my whole life. Yeah. Second place for the Athlete of the Year. Like, nah.
I know.
I wish I was half as cool.
I can't believe he got second, though. Yeah. I mean, seems
Is
like
it weird?
seems like he got robbed.
Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? Of course there's a conspiracy. If the person that I didn't want to win didn't win.
I mean, that's the conspiracies to its finest right there. All right, so let's get some more news here around Chillicothe. Something really exciting that I've been wanting to talk about. A friend of mine, Aaron Elliott, brought it up. It's the Adult Baseball League. here in Chillicothe. It's out on at the baseball field in Egypt Pike. If you guys don't know that, it's the place where Post 62 plays. Here are our 4 teams. We got the Tropics, the Chillicothe Reds, the Swans, and I do not know that last team. I've been trying to look it up.
Is that a Rockstar logo?
Yeah, but like camo, the invisible R's maybe because it's an R with a camo. But then how do you know if it's an R?
It's John Cena. You just can't see him.
But yeah, we.
And what's the other one? The Ducks?
They are looking for umpires. So if you're looking to make like a little extra cash and watch some good baseball, they got some good athletes out there. We've been to talks with them. We need to get Aaron on the show. I've been saying that. We'll get him on the show. But if you have been looking, because we all love slow pitch softball. It has its place, but this is real adult men's league baseball. Over the hand, fast pitch, lead off. If you wish that you could still be playing real baseball, like this is your chance. And it's very competitive. I know the Reds, I think, just won like 5-3 the other day. So they got some good games going out there, some good evenly matched teams. So make sure, there's not a lot of places you can go that have a full adult baseball league.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if it's wood bats. Just talk to him about that.
You would probably think the aluminum comes off fast, like pretty fast.
Yeah.
Like once you get to grown man strength, that's why they don't really let you do it.
Could you imagine during the steroid era if they had aluminum bats?
I just want to hear it. Ding! It would just be the
feel like,
gnarliest barrel.
I feel like they would swing the bat through the ball.
Yeah.
Like.
Although I love that crack of the wood bat.
Oh,
There's
dude,
just nothing better.
Have you seen that? I don't know who it was, but somebody hit a home run and the bat broke before it hit the ball. How?
Swinging the barrel, or swinging the
butt,
not the barrel.
Could you imagine swinging so hard
He's
it broke?
ripping his wrist so hard it contorted the bat.
Oh, here's what we're talking about. So if you guys haven't been alive for the past 2 days, watch this Caitlin Clark video. So Caitlin Clark, she is apparently trying to make the WNBA popular. They don't like it. Now, she gets a little shove there. It's not a basketball play. So she comes up, hey, yo, boom! Dude, that's like the most like meme thing I've ever done. Hey, yo, and then just boom. I don't listen, man.
And then to say all she does is shoot threes or all she brings to the game is three-point shooting. 1, that's not true. And 2, that's how you win games. Is Steph Curry not legit? What are you talking about?
So I'm on both sides of the fence, right? Because I do think Angel Reese, that girl from Stanford, I wish I should know her name, but it's
Cameron Brink. Come on now,
Cameron Brink. Thank you. Her, Caitlin Clark, they're bringing viewers to the league that, and I watched. Who's the Aces head coach for the Spurs?
Becky Hammond.
I watched an interview with her. They're like, we don't hate her. Like she's bringing now. There are definitely girls out there that hate her, and I don't understand why. Because, okay, Angel Reese, you did beat her, and that's when you go back and look at the history books, you beat her for a national title. You are on a better team, right? I don't know.
Caitlin Clark did knock them out this year, too, though. Don't forget.
Yes.
So, my thing is, Angel Reese said that she gets mad because when you look back in 20 years, it's not just her, it's me, too. And I'm like, that's true, but she's still bringing way more than you. It is you. I'm not taking away that it's other stars.
She's going to be one of the next rising stars. But, when she says that, it's yes, it is you. But it's this whole rookie class.
She's giving you a better platform to give you more too. You know what I mean? She's putting you up here, so you're doing everybody's.
And okay, if I'm Caitlin Clark, right, and I'm in WNBA, I just signed a $10 million deal with Nike. Am I just gonna look at my team and be like, yeah, let's not travel in luxury? I could pay for it. You know what I mean? How does that make her a bad person?
Yeah.
At the same time, she needs to grow up.
Yeah.
She's kind of being a little bitch on the court.
Yeah.
Oh, never. I didn't say that. I'm not Pat McAfee. But, I'm saying it as in, stop looking at the refs to bail you out. You're a rookie, okay?
Yeah.
Like, go over to the NBA. Rookies don't get calls.
Yeah.
You gotta go through your first year, start grinding your second year. You gotta get time in the league. Now that right there, like I said, they called it a normal foul.
They changed it
And
after
they
the game.
changed it after the game. Which, why? Like, what's the point of it after the game being a flagrant one? I don't know. Oh, so if they get more, they
if you get 15, you get suspended. But it's like she's never going to get 15. It's more pointless than it is like, yes, technically now she has – like Draymond Green, he got 18 and had to miss that playoff game.
All I'm saying for all these – and I think it's split right down the middle in the WNBA. I think half of them are like, we don't care that Caitlin Clark's here. We're going to keep doing our other thing. And the other girls, I mean, I think it's just they're so tired of hearing her name. I mean, I feel like Caitlin Clark at this point is tired of hearing her name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why they start hating her. But what I'm going to say is here in 2 years, right, whenever there's obviously a spike in viewership, money, everything like that, and everyone's signing one of the richest contracts in WNBA history, you're not going to hate her then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark could come into the WNBA and fail every single year. But people are coming to the WNBA now. I don't think Caitlin Clark is the last.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be more marketable. I mean, look at Paige from UConn.
Cameron Brink.
I'm
She's
talking about
taking over the world.
I'm talking about people that are in college now that
yeah.
are still going to be coming up. Like, I think people finally understand that women's basketball needs to be handled with a little bit more respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, we say it almost every single time we talk about it, but if you really want to see how an offense should be ran, how a defense position should be, go watch women's basketball because it's to a T. Catch, get in triple threat, pump fake, pass fake, make a move. I mean, the fundamentals in the WNBA are the best fundamentals you'll see anywhere.
I think, like, Caitlin Clark needs to toughen up, but, like, Angel Reese and some of these other people, if you're going to talk smack and do this stuff, you don't get to skip the post-game press conference.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do that, that's soft.
That's
you're, like,
because whenever Angel Reese did her thing last year in the title game, right? And then you go to the press conference, and you're going whenever it's good. And this year she went in afterwards, you know, and they lost, but there was no real controversy.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody ever really thought LSU was winning that game. So it's like that's easy. But then when you talk all this smack, then you go there. Angel Reese gets a foul herself, or at least should have got called for one.
She throws the shoulder, and then after that girl did that to Caitlin, when they walk to the bench the next time, she goes like right up to her and daps her up and says like good shit. And it's like, I don't know. It's like if that's the case, then you have to sit in front of the media. Like,
because that's what I like about
it's just
Draymond
fair.
Green. You can say whatever you want. I don't like Draymond Green,
Yeah.
but he will face the cameras.
Yes.
He will talk. He's like, I hate you. I hate you. You know what I mean?
But you gotta kind of be that way if you're gonna be that style of player. You know, you don't get
Have you
it.
seen this stuff where Draymond's like, they need an enforcer. They're like, welcome to the Indiana favor, Draymondra Green.
Joanna Man.
Joanna Man, yeah. Timeout. That's where the WNBA really started to take off.
Yeah.
Was Joanna Man. What an all-time classic. I don't know if it could be aired today, but man,
Probably not.
what a movie that was. And The Bubble Boy. Talk about just random weird movies. Do you remember The Bubble Boy?
Bubble Boy Hot Chick. Do you remember that movie with Rob Schneider?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Get a new conditioner. Your ends are totally split. Take it out of your tip jar.
All right, let's get back to what I don't even know what the show is. Wiffle ball. We were talking about baseball earlier. We can bring this up. We got a wiffle ball tournament coming, and when I say we, I mean not us, the Ride the Wave show. Justin Jones is putting on a wiffle ball tournament July 20th, $250 a team. You have to have at least 3 girls per team. It's going to be out at Triple Crown. This is going to be fun, and people need to go to this because we need more stuff like this in Chillicothe. It's good. Now, we don't know if the wiffle ball is going to be taped yet. That is a big factor in how, you play wiffle ball. Did you ever play wiffle ball with it taped, or did you just play it with normal wiffle ball?
Normal wiffle ball.
Oh, so you've never played taped wiffle ball?
No, I have played taped
okay.
wiffle ball, but we always did regular wiffle ball because we had one of those like square strike zone things. So like, we did a lot of movement.
We did that when I was growing up. We had the square strike zone. We tried to use a real wiffle ball. but like we would throw it into a curve, like really good, but we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't make it not do that.
Shout Brent Browers. He's a freaking.
If Brent's not at this wiffle ball tournament, I'm gonna call him out because he watches that wiffle ball.
We're gonna
league.
sue him.
Can we sue Brent Bricks?
I don't know. Let's try. No, we're just
Brent,
we're just suing him for not showing up.
Yeah.
We know you're good. Show
Brent,
off your skills.
you're being sued until the July 20th. You know it's innocent until proven guilty. Guilty till proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, make sure you're getting out to that. Also, we have, and when I say we, not us, 2-on-2 tournament this weekend. This is being thrown by Pick Washington. It is being sponsored by Old Canal Smokehouse. It's a 2-on-2, $100 entry fee. The winner gets $2,000.
2 stacks.
2 stacks. 2 stack on 2 stack.
That's
on
a
2
ton.
Stack. And this is a 2-on-2 tournament, and it looks like of all ages. So don't be going down there and expecting, oh, I'm only 16. I only got to play with 16. No. This is the best of the best. So they're going to have some music from DJ Dokes and some good food down there. It should be a good time. They did a 1-on-1 tournament. Very good turnout. Muncie won that one. No one was surprised because he's amazing. But, yeah, make sure, man, people are doing a lot of stuff to put on some big events in the community. We are really lucky to have these. Speaking of which, we have First Thursday coming up in a couple of days. Is it food trucks, right?
I'm not sure.
Huh. Well, if you want, go to 2nd Street. I want to say it's food trucks.
It's usually it's Taste of Chili's the first one, isn't it?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Anyways, this Thursday is going to be the first Thursday right in front of the Majestic Theater. It's going to be awesome.
It's always awesome. Literally, if you need to restore your faith in humanity in this town, go down to First Thursday. It is just a ton of people, all good vibes. Nobody's being anything, and there's alcohol involved, and everybody still acts really cool the whole time. So I don't know. I really enjoy it down there. It gives me good vibes. And there's music.
You know what? We're telling all these people what to do. Why don't we get to our new segment that we have? We've been talking about new segment.
Bing.
We are here to help your life advice. So we came up with this segment. This is advice for your life that is completely meaningless, but at some point in time could not be.
And you should definitely do it.
So, Tony, do you have your life advice that you want to start with?
You can start.
All right. So, my life advice is don't eat the yellow snow. No. I'm just kidding. My life advice for real for this one is if you're talking to somebody and it feels like you can't go like they just can't go sit down and have a beer with you, red flag. You got to keep those kind of people in your life. They have those stories, So my advice would be to seek out chill people. Tony?
My advice is a little more scientific because I'm super smart.
There you go.
Your brain actually knows, like when you talk negatively about yourself or you're not smiling or different things like that, your brain actually changes the way it produces different things in your endocrine system. So it actually makes your mood worse. So when you're smiling and you're putting off positive vibes, it literally makes you healthier. So if you feel yourself getting down, if you have to put on a fake smile until it feels real, or come watch the show and maybe have a laugh or two. I don't know. We're not that funny. But I would just say don't talk bad about yourself, even if you're joking, and keep a smile on your face. It takes 23 muscles to smile and only 13 or 23 muscles to frown and only 13 to smile. So stop working so hard.
One more thing. If you're offered Pepsi or Coke. Pepsi's terrible. What is it? What? You're a Pepsi guy, Derek? I mean, certain Coke is disgusting. Coca-Cola is amazing.
I like it.
What makes you like Pepsi more than Coca-Cola? See, I like Coca-Cola.
His taste buds, you idiot.
You don't know why?
This guy.
Want to know why I like Coca-Cola more than Pepsi? Because it's better.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
been around longer. It's been around. It's the guy that I just told you about, man. He can go sit down and have a beer, tell you a few stories. Say, hey, been around the block. I used to party. Used to be on some stuff, and then they took it out of my recipe.
All I can think about is Dale Earnhardt when you were talking. I don't don't know why. I'm just sitting there like, good wrench, baby.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. I saw a Dale Earnhardt Jr. amp hat today.
Yeah.
Talk about a throwback.
He was a loser. It was always kind of crazy to me that everybody liked him so much. I was like, he didn't win.
Anything.
Huh?
No,
we're not talking about the Intimidator.
Dale Earnhardt died.
Junior is the one that never did
He's
nothing.
still alive. They made him. Harry Potter.
They said they want to build a wall down there. Walls killed Dale Earnhardt. It's too soon. Sick and tired of it.
Always turn left. All right, so a crazy quote that I saw a couple of days ago. Michael Jordan said the only players that he thinks that could have played in the 80s, the decade that he won 0 championships, were Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron. Thoughts
are, I'd agree. Because everybody that says LeBron's soft, I think if he had to be hard, he probably would be, and he has the capability.
I think LeBron knows how to play the game within the game.
And he's extremely intelligent, and when you literally, if you were in a basketball game and you wanted to create the perfect guy that could do everything, you would create 6'9" LeBron James. Perfect, exact.
10 out of 10.
To his exact statistics. So, I mean, I just think he would obviously belong there. But I think there's some guys he might be forgetting a little bit, and obviously he's probably not going to list off 10, but guys like Kevin Garnett, I feel like KG could have definitely been in the 80s. You know what I mean?
I wonder if, because I just read the quote. I wonder if the question was, I think the better question for his answer would have been, who do you think could have done what they have been doing now, but in the 80s?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
Duncan's slightly overrated.
So it comes. So when it comes to Tim Duncan, it's the Tim Duncan and Tom Brady the same thing. Was it the player or was it the coach? Now Brady Belichick seems like we might have gotten an answer on that. Honestly, to me, it was straight 50-50.
Yeah.
Great player, great coach. Greg Popovich, we know he's a great coach. Is Tim Duncan that great of a player?
Tim Duncan was really, really, really good, but I also feel like he comes onto a team with David Robinson, can develop as a player there, gets a lot of, good looks at it, and then, being on the Spurs, it was just such a perfectly built team, and I texted the one day because Tony Parker and Manu, I think they're, just severely underrated. It's like, yes, if they went to another team and had a different career, would it have been the same? No, but they were on the Spurs, and what they did on the Spurs was amazing.
Yeah, don't think about Tony Parker on the Hornets.
Was Timmy D really the guy for the last, say, 6, 7, 8 years of his career that you were giving the ball to at the end of the game? Manu hit all the big shots.
Well, you had Kawhi there at the end locking down everybody. I think Tim Duncan, though,
he was very good. I'm not taking anything away from him. It's just, again, I think he would have been not as high. He would have been a top 25 player rather than the people that try to stick him higher than that.
All I know is that Tim Duncan's hair game right now is on 100.
Yes. But he looks like Tracy Chapman.
I think you could say that any European player right now in the league, good or bad, could have played in the 80s. Because I feel like over in Europe, how they play.
Luka whines a lot, but most of them.
Huh?
His style and stuff would translate, but he whines a lot.
Luka, but over in Europe, I feel like they play like the NBA did in the 80s.
Yeah, he was in.
Because everybody slammed Luka that one time where he's like, it's easier to score over here than it is over there. And I don't think he's talking about the talent of the players.
Yeah.
He's talking about over here.
He's not at all.
You literally can't have a defensive person in the paint for longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well,
what?
It's also
that you are not allowed to play outside defense in the NBA.
It's also regular season stuff. The NBA during the regular season, it's like you're not getting the same defense. And over there, they're trying to make every penny they can get. They're probably only getting, not that much money.
Exactly.
So.
And the environments over there, dude. I mean, for a regular season game or like NFL Friday nights. That's
another thing, did you see that Jalen Rose said that if the American youth doesn't start taking themselves serious with fundamentals and stuff like that, that they're going to start to be phased out of the league? Because if you look, the last 4 MVP winners were European.
Yeah.
Because you had Giannis, you had Jokic, and even the
top. Jamal Murray ever wins an MVP? I don't think he can with Jokic out there. I've seen that Gordon Hayward rumored to be wanting to go to the Nuggets. Don't know how I feel about that.
Nah, because the thing is that KCP is very pivotal, and to have him, you got to get rid of KCP.
Do you, though?
Yeah.
Why?
Money.
I don't know, man. I feel like
KCP's
Gordon's not going to be worth a lot.
No, Gordon's cheap, but that's why I think they'll have Gordon Hayward. I think they'll lose KCP and get Gordon Hayward.
I don't know. I think one key underrated piece of that team is Aaron Gordon, though.
100%.
Well, as soon as he came over from Orlando,
He just fit. He couldn't be the guy. Then he won the
Yeah.
dunk contest, and everybody's talking about him as a superstar. And he's like, dude, like I'm just a really good player. Stop.
I didn't know he could shoot the way that he could shoot.
I think that came a little bit later. He
Yeah.
wasn't doing a ton of
I
that.
think
on
I
Orlando.
think he was working on that whenever he was down there in Orlando, and then when he got to Denver, was like, I have to learn how to be an outside threat because
Yeah.
if I'm not, I can't be an inside threat because of Jokic.
Well, that's the difference with Bam Adebayo. Like that completely changed his game because he was so one-dimensional. He started just taking a couple threes, and it completely changes
Yeah.
the way the defenses have to guard.
All right, so let's get back into some local sports. So, like we said, Medford, they have a big game coming up this weekend in the Final Four. They'll be going to play Lake High School at 10 a.m. At Canal Park.
They're named after water.
Literally, I was
Losers.
like, you know how many times I looked up to make sure? I'm like, is this place literally called Lake? And I didn't see anything else. So, Lake. We'll have Grant Wheeler coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to take a small, quick 5-minute break, and then we will be right back to talk some more sports with you guys. Ooh. Hello, welcome back in, and let's get back to our topic. So I have been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played for a long time. I told Derek I'm going to beat this one, then I'm going to play this one, then I'm going to play this one, I'm going to play this one. Then I played Odyssey for 3 days, and I just started playing it again 3 months later. So my thing was,
it's the biggest one of the whole series.
yeah, that was what became a very big problem with someone that has anxiety. Is that I'm like, man, I'm busy enough in my real life. I can't do all this stuff.
I'm 100 hours in and I'm 20%.
Now, I remember I first started playing Assassin's Creed on the 360, and I felt like it wasn't as, like, open world, but it was, yeah. So, I mean, I know you two are big Assassin's Creed guys.
Well, like until Witcher 3, like that kind of open gameplay didn't really exist that much. So like when you did the Italian one, which shout to that game because those coordinators actually took old maps from Venice, Italy from that time period and built them straight up. So
that's cool.
It was exactly like walking through, at least schematic wise, the exact thing walking through. Which is super sick. But it's they did more of like you could ride to specific areas, but it wasn't as like engulfing in terms of how far left and right you could go. So like you could travel to different cities, but it wasn't like overwhelming. You were really here.
I did watch a trailer for Valhalla. Didn't download it though. I don't know.
It's probably my least favorite one.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He was saying it was the number one I had to play.
Yeah.
Was Valhalla.
That is not what I said.
Shit. What'd you say?
I said Brotherhood.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw that they're coming out with one that almost looks like a samurai.
No, yeah, dude, we've been waiting for this one forever.
Okay.
Not that they ever said that they were making this game. We were always just like, do the samurai game.
Yeah.
Like you've done Italy, you've done England, you've done all of these things now. It's like make the freaking samurai game.
Now, explain to me this though. What this is because where I've kind of came in late. What's this like future person but going back to the past?
Oh, they haven't been keeping up with that.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this?
Now.
Like, it's like Avatar almost. Like you just lay in a pod and now you're back in time.
They had a story for that for like the first 5 games, and then on Assassin's Creed 3 they wrapped it up, and they've just been kind of coasting ever since. So there's not.
So
really
it means
a story
absolutely
there.
nothing.
Yeah,
So they
Dude,
was like,
I've been deeply invested into this, thinking it was a huge part.
Well, the first 3 really gets you into it, and you're learning about these like original things. They make all these powerful golden stuff, and it's like it baselines everything that happens now. But like the first 3 games, you were emotionally invested, and there really was a backstory.
Yeah,
but they just
the
didn't.
story was there, but they finished it,
And it was
then
like
they
some
kept making
entity.
games.
They're like some power spirit entities from the beginning of space.
See
Right?
now,
Something
because
like that.
I like a game that definitely has some time travel shit going on.
Yeah, it does.
Because like I was telling, I think it was Trevor earlier. I was like, if I had to like when I die, and they're like, you get to go back and live in like a certain kind of like century or age of time, you know, and it can't be forward, it has to be back. That would be probably number 1 on the list. Is go back. Like if you knew you were coming in as a badass, like the Assassin's Creed guy, like I'm on a horse, dead. You're dead.
I don't care where I am, as long as
I'm on a horse, I should be okay. But like it'd be hard to them because like
I'm coming back as Kid Rock.
Like Kid Rock.
Ball with the ball, bang, bang.
I mean, yeah, like the '80s and stuff would be cool. That would be my first one, just because, man, like
I'm sticking around here. I don't think people realize like there was like no toilets. You were like rubbing your butt with leaves. You had like little dudes.
you were camping all the time.
You, in your armor, you like couldn't wipe your butt, and you had to have some like little bard come up and be like, "Oh, wiping."
Could you
Seth."
imagine somebody like coming to the future from them? They're like, we're going camping. They're like, that's my house.
It's like one guy coughs and he's just like, "Oh, you're dead. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
See you in 2
One
weeks."
bout of diarrhea.
It's
gone.
like it's like you're 9 during that time. Your mom's like, I love you. I can't wait. Dead. Get him out of my house.
It's like, damn, mom's going already.
That's what like. Have you ever seen the
Hope my
movie A
toenails
Million
stay-
Ways to Die in the West?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a comedy, but like I truly feel like they like.
No, that's the
how
way it
works.
was.
Like,
Oh,
you-
100%.
You just walk
The best is
outside
when-
dead.
When Neil Patrick Harris wakes out the dollar and he's like, "Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar.
Take your hat off for that sawmill, son.
It's a dollar."
I've never seen $1 before. Or like whenever they get the picture of the guy smiling for 30 seconds, like, can you imagine that?
Yo,
They're like,
Chillicothe has a dope photo. So if you look at it, it's like everybody in this town. And if you look at it from left to right, the dudes on the left side are on the right side too. So when they took the panoramic camera,
Oh, because they were walking.
No, they were on one side, and as the panoramic went around, they ran around and got to the other side.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Of course it's Chillicothe.
And it's like a super famous picture too, or one that they like have in the courthouse or something like that.
Wait, is that in the courthouse of people being legendary?
Huh? People get married there and shit.
Oh, boy. Well, let's talk about something else that's legendary. I'm talking about a school that's going to 2 state finals fours this year. This weekend. One's going to be in a baseball final four, and they're going to have a guy on there, Tony, SOC3 Player of the Year. Yeah. Talking about first team district, first team SOC, and an honorable mention in the All-State. Dude is batting .376 with 2 homers and playing in the state final four this Saturday. Grant Wheeler!
Hey guys.
What's going on, my man?
Oh, nothing much. I just got done eating. But how are you guys?
Oh, we're doing great. Hey, so first thing that popped out to me, man, is this 376 average. I mean, that's insane. What's your approach to the plate?
Get a fastball to hit.
Okay.
It's kind of hard sometimes, but I really don't get fastballs.
Yeah.
But yeah, just try to get a good pitch to hit, something I can handle, and then hit it hard. I mean,
are you batting?
I got a lot of
there
guys
in
around me that can
3-4 hole, or where are you batting in the order?
yeah, I'm at 3 hole.
That makes sense with those 2 dingers. Because I came up and anything that was not a fastball probably wasn't hitting it. So my coach put me in the 7 hole, and I kind of realized going up there early, whenever guys started pitching against the 7, 8, 9, they're like, these guys suck. Like fastball right down the middle. And so my coach knew that, so I was like, I'm at first pitch swinging every MLB The Show type. I'm just hacking away, So are there some pitchers that, over your career kind of you figured out how their approach is, or do you just go up there, same approach, doesn't matter who the pitcher is?
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, there are a few pitchers that I can tell what they're going to throw. Especially I've seen them, all 4 years of my career. So I can tell, I'm going to be getting a curveball, which the goal, of course, is still to wait to a fastball. But sometimes you just get behind in counts too much.
And they look juicy, man.
Yeah,
when that curveball's up high and you can't really tell yet if it's coming, you're like, oh, that hanging son of damn it. So,
I get myself out way too many times.
Now, well, we've been kind of following along here, seeing you guys on Twitter, watching your games, reading your articles. Some comeback kids here that you guys have had.
Yep.
First, kind of talk us through that's a team thing, That's not just one player having that. That's when you have a team that's coming back repeatedly. That's a culture. So can you kind of talk to us a little bit about your guys' team culture and what it took to come back to win against those? 2 big games.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, it's a team thing, man. Which we have a little saying. It's called the hard bus, and so we kind of adopted that. It's not going to be easy, and we know we're going to be playing from behind. We know it's going to be tough. So we just embrace that, and then we know we're going to be behind, so we just embrace it, and then we hopefully hit the ball late in games. Right. Hopefully earlier this time, but no, we embrace it, and we want it. We want it, and we want the hard games. So.
And but correct me if I'm wrong. Did you guys play Leesburg in one of those games? If I'm right, or who were your past 2 games?
So we played Barnesville, and then we played Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, right? And that Portsmouth game, that one was a real nail biter, right? Especially Portsmouth's not too far down the road from you guys and everything. So did that have to have a little bit more meaning to it, a little bit more feel, a little bit more edge going into it? Then you're battling back. That had to have a little bit more meaning for you guys.
Oh yeah, I mean we played him twice before. We've seen the same pitcher. I mean he's DeAndre. He's really good. That Portsmouth team's really good. But yeah, we knew exactly what we get into, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight. So yeah, we kind of got out a little late. Yeah. So it made it a little scary at first, but yeah, no, that's a good team, and we were fortunate to be on the right side of that win.
So I know it's hard. I mean, if I'm a coach, I'm telling my kids don't look for it, but have you guys kind of got to live in the moment? Like, man, we're going to the Final Four. We've worked everything for this, or is it? Hey, I don't care that we're here. We'll still got a job to do. How's the team morale been ever since?
Yeah, so I mean, the weekend we were enjoying it. I mean, this only happens once in a lifetime, really. And so we were really trying to enjoy it. But once we got to practice one day, we got a job to do. I mean, we're going to have a great time. Don't get me wrong, but we're here for a reason, and we want to win this thing.
Oh yeah.
So we know we have a job to do, but we also want to enjoy the moment, and we just want to win though, for sure.
Man, that's the right answer. But I'm also glad he's like, listen, don't get me wrong. We had a good time. Okay, we were like, listen, we're going to the Final Four.
It only, man, you don't get these accolades very much in your life. You know, when you really think about state championships and even going to a Final Four, it's big, man.
Yeah,
like not a lot of people get.
It takes a lot just to get there.
I never even sniffed anything close to it.
No,
I tried really hard.
Every time I've been to the Final Four, it was to watch. Now we saw. Signed to play Mount Vernon, right? Or is that where we're going after?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on that.
Yep.
Thank
you, guys.
What made you come down to pick Mount Vernon? What were some other schools that were in the mix there for you?
So Mount Vernon was just the best fit for me. I was talking to like some Moorhead, Shawnee, Eastern Illinois, but when it came down to it, Mount Vernon was just like a great fit for me. Christian school. I'd be able to do biology, which some colleges wouldn't let me just because the schedule was too hectic. But they let me do biology at Mount Vernon. And then just the track record. I mean, the coach is great. Both coaches are great. Good track record. Yeah. It was just a very good fit for me between all those things,
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, Mount Vernon.
And we like Mount Vernon over here because we got former Bearcat Cruz McFadden killing it over there. So we are big Mount Vernon guys. Now, was college baseball kind of
Hold on. I got to ask about the biology.
Okay.
What are you thinking career-wise, or what do you like in biology? I love science and stuff too.
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, I've had actually 2 shoulder surgeries.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hopefully down the road, I'd like to do orthopedics.
We'll
I
do orthopedic rehab.
I want to do. You
do?
do?
At the Adina Orthopedic Spine Institute. So I see all the hips, knees, everybody after that, all the spines and stuff like that too. Dude, it's a great job. And just like you said, originally I went in for marketing because I love talking and I love people and stuff. And everybody's like, oh, dude, you got to do it. You can sell anything. And I hated it. Like, I don't want to talk to people I don't want to talk to. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to sell you a knee prosthetic. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not what I want to talk about. But either way, so I took an anatomy class and I just fell in love. I just loved being able to like understand the human body, how it worked, and I found a passion immediately. And it's nice, man, when you get something like that you actually enjoy. You don't stop learning. If you see something on, Twitter or anything like that, you just click on it. Next thing you know, you've got a new technique that somebody taught you nose over toes, and you're bringing it in. And it's really cool to become like a MacGyver for the human body. I'm weird. I'm sorry.
It was I went to accounting, hated it.
Like that. Dude, it really was. And it's like I really could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves, but I don't want to. Okay?
No, so Grant, was it?
I'm sorry.
He goes on this rampage. We don't know where they come from. But was it always the goal to go play college baseball from a little kid, or were you kind of just enjoying playing and then it kind of happened?
It was pretty much always the goal. I've always loved baseball.
Yeah.
It was a little shaky between the 2 surgeries, but yeah, baseball was always the goal. And then whenever I could do both baseball and school, I mean, shoot, that's great. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that.
Now,
yeah.
After going through shoulder surgeries, you're going to have, people don't understand it. Rehab sucks. Mm-hmm. Like, especially if you're with a sport, because then you're out there, say you get it done after baseball season, right? So because you're like, oh, I don't want to miss baseball. Well, then they're having open throws, they're open field, and you're over there like, yeah, here's me just rehabbing by myself. Mm-hmm. Not
I can lift my arm this high.
So you're going through a lot of adversity. Was there any time during the past couple of games when you guys were down, trying to claw back, come back, that you kind of looked at maybe like, man, I've been through the adversity with rehab in my shoulder, and was there anything that you kind of pulled back from those setbacks that helped you in the moment then?
Yeah, a little bit. Once you've gone through something, what's another time, and that's what we kind of preach within the boys. Like, we've done this before. It's not something uncommon. We can do it and we can do it again, So yeah, that's the goal.
Heck yeah, man. And now I want to talk about with you and your team because, I watch your interviews online, and one thing that I noticed is the amount of giggling you guys could do and josh with each other, man. What's that chemistry like for you guys, and how important is it for what you guys are doing right now?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the group of boys we have, it's hard to stay focused sometimes. I mean, yeah, like the one interview
Can't
Mason,
relate.
oh, he's hilarious.
Huh?
But no, it's kind of hard to focus sometimes, but at the same time, like we can get focused. But like
Yeah.
bus rides and stuff, oh, it's goofiness pretty much the whole time. But no, we have a great group. I mean, we all love each other. You know, we're all in it together and we're enjoying it. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun group, and I'm sure our coaches probably hate us sometimes, but it's a fun group.
Hey, you know what they say? Coaches and parents are alike, man. If they don't hate you a little bit, you ain't doing your job
Yeah.
right. And if you don't hate your coach a little bit, he ain't doing his
Yeah.
job right. You know. Now,
Yeah.
baseball, your only sport, or are you playing any other sports out there?
So in college, it's just baseball. In high school, I played a little bit of soccer.
A little bit of soccer. Oh, hey, keep that stamina. Now, I do have to say one thing. One thing I've always loved about Minford is that your guys' football field does not have a track around it. Is that something that you guys kind of pride yourself on? Like, if you go down there, man, it's like the fans are on top of you, and you're just like, I'm scared. Like, you're supposed to be all the way back there, you know? Is that something that, you know, and your guys' student section, from what I remember, is always on point. So is that something that you guys kind of hold pride to? Is that beautiful because football field? I know you guys got a beautiful baseball facility down there as well.
Hmm. Yeah, no, we really don't focus on. So our soccer field, actually, the track is around that.
Yeah.
But no, not really. The football field it's there. I mean, it gets tore up pretty easily too. But but no, it's no, we really haven't heard that. It's just soccer.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Have the fans been traveling with you?
Yeah, how's
Oh
that
yeah,
crowd
we are very grateful for that. Yeah,
Nice.
it's crazy. I mean, the community right now is unreal around us. I'm sure, I don't know, it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday. It's going to be kind of tough. But yeah, I mean, they've traveled very well.
Now, you know, because we were talking, you guys have Peyton Cottrell. He's going to the state track meet this weekend as well. Has there been anything like you guys? First off, you guys all kind of friends with Peyton and stuff like that. Has there been something where you guys have? It's kind of like helped you both in a way. Like, all right, hey, Peyton's going, man. We can't be the one that drops the ball and not go. You know, has there been something kind of like that going on?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Peyton's a good guy. I texted him just the other day about it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, he's a sophomore, and he's making a name for himself. And
Yeah.
that's so yeah. So if he can do it, we can do it. And I think we're both kind of pushing each other to go farther and farther. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good guy.
That's awesome, man. It's so awesome, like, because you know when one team or one player does good, like it's easy for the community to rally around and blah blah. We got a whole team plus a kid in state track, and they're still not missing it. I mean, you guys have a great fan base down there, and that's hard to come by sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
like
Everybody's busy. It's,
not all places have great fans. That's just it's out there. But Minford is not one of those places at all. I mean, they come out in big groups.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do some deep dive journalism here. This is where the real hard questions come in. We kind of been throwing you the softball one, so here we go. First one is after you guys win these 2 games, probably off of comebacks because that's just how we do it, and you win the state title. What would be the number one like restaurant or meal that you're going to after you win state? The coach comes up to you though. He's like,
For
"Grant,
me?
you're picking what or where we're eating. What are you picking?"
Oh, for me, it's easy. It's Texas Roadhouse.
All
I don't
right.
think you can
What
go
we
wrong with
getting?
rolls.
Oh, getting the rolls.
We're
okay.
we're probably getting a steak.
Nice.
Nice sirloin steak.
How do you get your
Yeah.
steak? Medium rare? Rare?
Medium rare.
All right. As long as you
Medium
don't say rare, man, it's like, don't just throw it on there and heat it up real quick. Like, if you're going to do that.
I
do
could
it right.
definitely eat it that way. I get it medium rare, but that don't bother me one bit.
I like it medium rare. I'm talking about rare.
Yeah.
Like, it's still moving. Now, next thing, we drafted our favorite frozen treats a couple of weeks ago. What would be like your favorite ice cream if you had to pick one?
Oh, that's a good question. I love ice cream.
It could be like
Have
a
you guys ever
combo,
had
too,
graters?
oh, go ahead.
Have you ever had graters?
Graders.
What's
No, I have not.
Graters. Okay, y'all need to try it. So it's
Okay.
out of like Cincinnati, Columbus. It's like a hand scooped, like homemade. But
Oh,
anything from there. But for me, it's vanilla chocolate chip, man. Their
nice.
chocolate chips there. are
Vanilla
unreal.
chocolate chip.
Yes.
That's kind of original. You hear vanilla and chocolate a whole lot. You don't get that chocolate chip. Is it because the crunch with the chip in it?
Yeah, that's very
Oh
good.
yeah,
It's
that's
pivotal.
good. That's good. Okay, now we're gonna ask you. It doesn't have to be playing right now. All time, top 3 favorite baseball players.
Baseball players. I think you have to put Shohei in there
There
for
we
sure.
go. There we go.
I would say Ken Griffey Jr. just the
There-
swing
okay.
alone,
Solid one. Solid.
and then we'll go Mike Trout. Mike Trout, if he could stay healthy a
go.
little bit, he'd be even better.
If
I
he
love
can
him.
stay
Yeah.
healthy and stay off the Angels. The Angels have ruined Mike Trout's career, man. Send him somewhere like, I don't know, not the Angels. I don't care anywhere else. I mean, if you can tell, I love the Angels, by the way.
I love Mike Trout, obviously. being
I
from-
did like
from
the
area.
Angels and the Angel in the outfield. Then after that movie, it was real downhill. Maybe they should try that. They should really try to get
What happened
Angels
to Mike Trout's neck?
What neck?
He's a unit.
Have you ever seen? So I gotta ask you. You ever go play Top Golf?
A little bit. I went once or twice. Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Slugger over here, are you still drive? You drive the shit out of the ball?
Absolutely not. I can't hit it straight.
He's like, I know. See, because that's what people don't understand. They're like, oh, good baseball player must be able to swing a golf club. This and this are two completely different
1000%.
swings. Like, people see Mike, this is what made me think about it. People see Mike Trout. It's like, yeah, that guy's just like an athlete. You know, like.
Well, then you should say, like, golf people should be able to go have a good swing then, too. And
Yeah.
that's not true.
I just say, though.
That 90-year-old veteran down there at JC's did not be able to swing a bat like this kid.
Oh, man. I feel like, though, you do see a lot of people that played baseball in high school transition to golf
Yeah.
just because it's still swinging something.
That's
you
just
know?
a life thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody transitions.
Oh, well, hey, Grant, thank you so much for coming on. We are excited to see you guys go and get some W's and bring home that state championship this weekend. We're wishing you the best of luck, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me on.
Ladies
problem.
and gentlemen, the one, the only, Grant Wheeler.
Thank you guys.
Man, I
It's
love
happening.
That kid's awesome.
Dude.
But, dude, that's what I'm saying. So they come back, regional semifinal, come back and win. Then they're playing a regional final against Portsmouth, a team they've already played twice, to go to state, go down multiple runs, come back and win. It's hard to not want to pick them to win state. Plus, if I'm in high school and I'm a senior, and I feel like I'm a nice guy, but if I'm a senior and I got a sophomore in track going to state, I am no way in hell letting them win a state champion, and I'm not. You know what I mean? I am going to make sure no matter what, we're winning. All the power to Peyton Cottle. I think
Yeah.
we're going to try and have him on next week. He's probably going to go win state just like the baseball team. But there's got to be that, yeah, okay, good job. Guys, come on. We can't be the ones that didn't
Get the text.
execute.
Oh, Peyton won today.
Boy, hey, coach, come on.
Let's go. Lace him up.
But no, good luck to Minford. I had to ask him, man. I've never talked to anybody about, but Minford football field is my favorite football field that's not Pay Valley in all of Ohio. I mean, like, the not having a track around it, brings such a different element to the game. Like, it feels like you're in like a small college. You know what I mean? It's just insane. So, with that further ado, I think it's time to get to our draft, boys.
If you didn't notice, I think he brought a little bit of a fan group with him in the chat.
Oh, I did not. Oh, yes, he did. Hey, when you're that good, man. I mean, so hold on. Let me just read this off. I was kind of holding back. Okay, he's batting a 376 with a 513 on base percentage, a 1.054 OPS, slugging a 541 with 2 home runs, 20 base on balls, 29 RBIs, and 25 runs. In high school. What?
I'm just
Like just so people understand, like, that's not normal. like being good in high school, a good batting average in high school is like a 300 to like a 320.
and it's extremely difficult to keep it that long.
376.
Very quickly you could drop.
Gee, with 2 home runs. Like, hey, when was the last time you went to a high school baseball game and just watched a dinger? Well, if you went to his, you've seen it at least twice. You're like, it's just insane, man. And he was right, man. Ben Lauterbach, I mean, they call him Mr. Red Streak. He's Mr. Falcon. He's born and raised from Minford, and he is what Minford fans are, man. They are loyal. They are passionate. You know, he said, hey, it's Saturday at 10 a.m. You know, I understand if people like couldn't make, they're going to be there.
Yeah.
They're going to be there in full force. Can't wait. I mean, we're playing Lake. Loser.
It's like, what is this?
Come on. What high school did you go to? Lake.
Like Lake High?
I didn't ask where you went swimming. So, yeah, good luck to the Minford Falcons. Bring home that state title. Man, and another year where we realize, you know, in Southern Ohio, we love football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling. When it comes to the spring sports, though, that is what we are best at. I mean, I think for the past 3 or 4 years, we've had a team in the Final Four in baseball or softball. We're always in the – I mean, Cole Miller last year won state. like for
a couple.
Yeah, like literally the team of Paint Valley finished second with one man, Cole Miller. Go. Put it in there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, spring sports is where Southern Ohio has, I feel like, always thrived.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being further ado, let's thrive in this worst place to have to take a poop draft. So, just so that we can clear this up, this is the worst place to be when it hits you. Not you are actually pooping in this place.
So wait, I'm not allowed.
Except for some people. Except for some people. We will start with Derek. Derek, what is your number one pick for this draft?
Roller coaster.
Wow.
Ooh.
Did not think of that.
What?
Roller coaster.
God, you were cooking that the whole time, were you? That was good.
Okay. Man, that makes me have to start rethinking. Not because you took my pick, but I didn't know we were coming.
That
up
was
with
so good.
Yeah,
Golly.
You know, I gotta go with the old timey one, and I'm gonna pick L.A. specifically. L.A. traffic. When you're 45 minutes away from a 5-minute.
And what do you do? Kind of get out and do it on the side. Everybody's
Exactly.
staring at you. It's
So,
hot.
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
not
put
pivotal.
traffic.
You're
Because
driving the rest of the way home with one sock on.
Yeah, or no socks.
Yeah.
Just depends on what you're eating. I'm like, if you had Taco Bell, man, you better hope that you make it home. All right, Tony. I know you've had some.
My
crazy
first one is a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. I was driving to Piketon, our second game of the season, and thank the Lord I'm on 23. All of a sudden, I give myself a little tester. Felt like it burned. So what lucked me out is my sister is halfway to Piketon, so I pulled off right. It's just quick. So I ran in there. I called my sister. I was like, don't ask questions. I'm using your bathroom. She knows exactly what happened.
Oh, my God.
Thank God my brother-in-law has some dude wipes in there. Got myself cleaned up. Didn't have boxers for the rest of that day. But I got to that Piketon game, and we called one hell of a game on veterans.
Hashtag dude wipes not a spot.
2016 Hyundai Elantra. It was awful.
So, hold on. Wouldn't that be the same as traffic, though?
He wasn't in traffic.
I wasn't.
Okay,
Yeah, dude. I was
okay.
actually driving pretty fast.
Specifically at I was traveling at a high rate of speed,
70
as was mine.
And sometimes you got to think like little or lot, good amount.
You know, just before we go on, normally when we're if you've been watching this whole show, first off, thank you. Probably the only person that's ever done it in history.
Well.
But normally we ask the people that we have on the question that we're going to have for the draft. I didn't know how to ask this to people I have never really had a real conversation.
Yeah, they're also good people. We're
Yeah,
not.
so we didn't want them letting everybody know where they don't like to take crap. So with that being said, Tony, you're on to your second pick here.
So, water park. Water park. Everybody knows when you're in and out of pools, doing water slides and different things like this, stuff's a little different. So when you test these waters, no pun intended, sometimes you fail.
Oh.
And so sure enough, I'm sitting there. Maybe I'm a little gaseous. I don't know. Water park food's not good for you.
Listen, I think in these past two stories, what we have learned, Tony, is don't test those waters.
You got to realize, though, my percentage is pretty good. I got to
It
test it every
doesn't
time.
sound.
I'm taking those chances. I get a bellyache.
All right, so you got 2016 Hyundai Elantra specifically, and a water park. Two very good picks. All right, I'm kind of on the fence here. So I think now, let me know if I have to trim it down to a specific sport, but I'm going to play while playing sports. Like, ain't nothing like you're playing a little bit of 3-on-3 trying to back somebody down and you got, ooh.
Next thing you know, mud butt.
Yeah, something's backing down your leg. So I'm going to be playing sports. Derek, you're back up. You have 2 in a row.
Just started an escape room.
Oh, my God. That one is there. And go. Guys, I got to go.
Timer starts now, 45 minutes.
Quick question. Does this escape room have like an escape room?
We don't believe you, buddy. Shut up and solve the puzzle. That is
oh, my
good.
God. Okay, so escape room, that would be not great. You got another one.
I don't know. SAT.
Oh,
That was-
that's
yeah.
good. It's kind of similar to my next
Just make
one.
the smiley face and get out. We'll say, SAT.
I would
All right.
poop and stay. I'm not ruining that. You're not waking me up on another when I'm driving somewhere to take a test. If I'm taking the SAT,
Are you
I
allowed to
would
get
poop.
up and go to the bathroom during the SAT?
I think they give you a halfway through break, and they're probably not going to be too lenient because they let you cheat. But I don't care. I will sit and poop before I take that test again.
Oh, my God. All right.
Costs money.
I'm here,
So-
coach. I'm playing.
I know what you're thinking. Okay. Clay, the place you're about to say, 9 times out of 10, probably has a place that has a bathroom, right? But when it hits you and you're at this place, you've now ruined what you've come here for. And 2, by the time you're rushing to get done, you forget to even go. And then you're back to number 1 that I picked, which was traffic. So I'm going to pick the grocery store.
And their bathrooms are always weird and hidden behind those 2 double doors.
Yeah, it's like, and there's not big signs. And if you're halfway through and you're like, I don't know what I need, just go through the aisles, not getting everything. And you get home, you're like, well, I didn't get this. I didn't get milk. I didn't get cereal. I didn't get any food. And I feel like it's hard because then you're not thinking about food. And you go, you're like, well, normally I like that, but I just want to get the hell out of there. So we'll go with grocery store. Tony, you're back up with 2 picks in a row. Are we going 4 or 5?
5, I guess.
5? All right, so you got 2 picks.
Like the convention.
In-school suspension.
Oh,
So I was a senior, and like we were about to graduate soon. I got this in-school suspension, and so I go in there, and so I'm sitting there, and it's like halfway through. The proctor's not in there. My buddy Adam's back here, so I lean back to try to rip one on him.
I just love how there has been one common denominator for every single story.
So, anyways, before I was really interrupted, I ripped one. They're not in there. I'm freaking out. I don't want to get in trouble, so I start ripping loose sleeve out of my cotton coat. And I'm just grubbing it up and throwing it in the trash can. And the lady walks back in, and she kicks us out, both of us. We're the only 2 people in there. She sends us home early, okay? And we graduated in like 5 days. Never talked about again. Literally, they kicked us out of the ISS room. Never talked about again.
Never talk.
All of these stories are fake, by the way. I'm just coming up with them for bad situations.
Yes, not real.
Never
at
happened
all.
to me at all.
All right, you got
Kegel exercises.
another pick.
This Shawnee State University class.
Anything for that one?
Yep, I was in class. And I'm sitting there. I had way too many adult beverages the night before, and dude, I could just feel it. And I was about to have some natty splatties, and I was waiting for a proper time to not be disrespectful. Farted, sharded, and then that day, you know what I did? I drove home. I literally freaking drove home. I went to the bathroom. I was like, I'm not going back to class. I probably smell awful. I was like, so I just drove home, and I actually started putting a duffel bag in my trunk just in case it ever happened again.
You're terrible.
I am.
I am. All right. I don't even know why I'm drafting anymore. I feel like you have won this draft. But I am going to go with at a stadium. There is nothing worse than being at a pro stadium and having
To use the toilet.
Because like when you walk in there, like, what is going on?
Urine from 397 males on that toilet seat. No.
From the whole season. Like especially if you're there, like it's.
And I don't even blame the bathroom cleaners. I'm not doing it either.
Yeah, right? Like if you ever go up to a bathroom attendant and complain, they have all rights to look at you and be like, would you do it?
Well, dude, and you're also sitting there, and it's like, man, I got this spotless. Thank God it's a 162-game season, and tomorrow there's going to be pee and poo-poo everywhere.
All right, Derek, you got 2 picks to round out your draft.
I'm gonna say on a walk with your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically girlfriend, because if it's wife, she's stuck with you. But girlfriend, she can
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next thing you know, you're the pants pooper and nobody wants you.
And you got another one.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe I should get some adult diapers.
You should. I think.
For me specifically, it wouldn't apply to anybody else, but Disney World Hotel.
Why is that? Are you scared of those places?
Bad experiences? Are you afraid that Mickey Mouse is real?
No, so for me, see, you have unexpected, you don't mean to.
Yeah.
Me, I try not to go in any other place that's not my home.
My wife's that way. She won't poop anywhere but home.
Yeah, but
We do a vacation.
I don't do it out of anxiety. I do it out of like necessity. I have a habit of breaking.
He's cracking porcelain!
He said, one time, bro, I
Here's like, look,
dropped
you
a
little
log and
boy.
they're so big it cracked in half.
I don't know how to explain this to you little boys, but I'm dropping real bombs. Bombs that you don't want to disrespect other people's locations. Nagasaki.
On our senior
Oh, my
trip, we went to Disney World, and I put the lobby bathroom out of order. For
Oh, Derek! God! Oh, man. Like,
So yeah,
wait, was it one of those where you're also in the lobby like, who did this? And Derek's like, yeah, who would do something like this?
of crack?
What did I do to deserve this?
I did it in the lobby because I knew I couldn't do it in our room because then our toilet would be gone.
Oh,
for the rest
my God. This might have been the best draft idea we have ever had. Man, that made me forget mine. That's how hard I was just laughing at that. Oh, my God. Why do you not like to poop in public? Because I break the toilets.
That's literally, I've never, like, if you asked me why, I could have never got to that answer.
Like, because I'm...
Do you got, like, a mega flush at home?
I'm-
It's like
I'm-
a 6 gallon per flush.
It's like, I have a toilet in my house, and I just get Porta-Johns because
this?
I kept breaking toilets.
And I don't even have to wipe.
Oh, man. Okay, I gotta remember what I was about to say. For my
So one time in military school, it's really, really hot, and you got to be out in formation, and you got to stay in there for a really long time.
Yo, you just made me think of one. Okay, you've been in the Navy, you understand, but on deployment, like in a Navy ship, you don't want any part of it, dude. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go on a Navy ship because, you know, all I'll say is that sometimes,
you can just go off the side anywhere you want.
yeah, you would think that. You would definitely think that, but they don't.
The
Cleanliness
thing that people
isn't-
don't realize, too, about anything related to the military, and the same thing, because my last one will be my military school, but marching formation, whatever you want to do. But it's, the mess hall food is garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes they put laxative in it.
I'm telling you, I got served wet dog food on rice.
It is
one
literally,
time.
They put laxative in it because they have to cook it for so many people. So if something bad gets in it, they don't want everybody to get sick. So they put a little dose of laxative in there to make sure you're pooping out all the bad stuff.
Yeah, all the
I'm
dog
telling you,
food that
dude,
they serve you.
the powdered eggs that they don't cook all the way, so
That
it's,
are eggs?
it's soup.
Yes.
It's literal soup. I couldn't eat scrambled eggs for like 5
Listen.
years after that.
Love my country. Love serving for my country.
My son is 3 years old and knows the national anthem. I'm a damn patriot.
Whenever you work real hard for your country one day, you go down to the mess hall for dinner in the middle of the ocean where you can't go just down to McDonald's, and they give you wet fucking dog food on rice. You get a little pissed off, man. And
you know you're going to crap it out. That's the problem.
bad.
So either way,
Like it was water.
90 degrees, I'm standing in this thing, and you're not allowed to come out of the formation. It's the worst thing you could ever do. So I ended up sharding. And I feel like one thing I have to say is the water park, my butt's wet. The military academy, I'm sweating, my butt's wet. I think there's a lot to do with...
ISS, your butt's wet because you're sweating from anxiety.
Exactly. I'm sitting on those plastic seats just like it is now.
And what about the Hyundai Elantras during the hot time of the
The
year?
AC was on. That was my fault. I was just misjudged by me. But yeah, so either way, that poop was in my pants for at least, seriously, probably 4 hours.
Oh my God, I can't.
And everybody around you can smell it and knows what happened.
Dude, The worst is whenever you think it's gonna be a silent but deadly, and it's loud and deadly, and you're like, yeah, like it's a Derek situation. Who? What? No.
I think I might actually have a problem. I was made for this. They say if you fart over 14 times a day, that's when you might have an issue. And my wife's like, you fart too much. And I'm all like, rah, rah, rah. So either way, so I started counting.
You fart too much. No, I don't. Oh, shit myself again.
Because like my thing is that I couldn't even like try to hide and fart somewhere else because I'm just so used to ripping them. So it's just like I didn't want her to know how high my number was. But yeah, I blew that 14 hour long.
I love. I got this guy at work, man. That like every single time, like it smells like somebody farted, they'll be like, "Man, is that you?" He goes, "I own mine." Loud and proud over here.
That's the way I am.
So, alrighty. Well, if you're still watching,
Sorry.
congratulations to you. Hey, you must be in the worst prison of all time for this to be part of that kind of punishment. Thank you for tuning in, though. Man, what a draft. We had Noah and his dad Chris came on. Grant was a great guest. Make sure you're going and supporting those Benford Falcons this weekend as they go for a state title in baseball and track. Going to be fun to watch. And make sure you're getting out this weekend to that 2-on-2 tournament. You're not big. 2-on-2 tournament. It's going to be not Trevor Medley thinks he's big. He's small boy. So make sure that you're getting out there and support the community. Wiffle ball tournament. Make sure you're going to the Adult Baseball League. And make sure you come back next Tuesday for another jam-packed episode of Ride the Wave Show.
Of Poop Party.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
No clap
Go
yet?
get your car cleaned.